Thanks to the vision of our government, we have been rapidly expanding and efficiently using our transportation network to move products from small and big sellers across the country. The highways that are being built at breakneck speed, and the railways network is poised to connect the remotest parts of the country, which is not just beneficial for passenger traffic, but also ensures timely access of goods and services. Indian Railways has historically been the country's lifeline, and with our government's vision, it'll only get better and stronger. It has and will continue to revolutionize trade and commerce. We started engaging with the Indian Railways in 2019. And it so happens, like in the case of India Post, the person who was at the forefront is here with us today. At that time, organized e-commerce shipment movements weren't a practice. I remember listening to a proposal to use railways capacities to transport customer packages. It seemed a big idea even to us at Amazon. And the response of the railways team took us by surprise, but really encouraged us. They immediately said, let's explore, and that exploration and innovative thinking and progressive approach of that railways team has today become a well-established model for the industry at large. Amazon was the first e-commerce company in India to carry parcel wagons on Rajdhani. For those who are not familiar with India, Rajdhani is the fastest passenger train in India. We optimized our own network, working backwards from the train schedule to maximize customer ordering windows. And I'm really proud that today, 1 and 2 day deliveries on rail are an India-first initiative with no global precedents, and it was built from scratch right here in India. The Indian Railways team helped us unblock the first ever rail movements at rail stations that hadn't witnessed e-commerce parcel movements ever before. When we started, we were operating 2 lanes in 3 cities with just 2 trains. Today, we serve 1 and 2 day deliveries in 116 cities, and Amazon loads are moving on more than 100 trains. I can safely say, if you take a train journey, it'll be hard to take a train journey without Amazon parcels riding along with you. Today, I'm elated that we have further strengthened our association with Indian Railways by being the first e-commerce company to leverage dedicated freight corridors, which are designed to decongest the existing rail network, increase the average speed of freight trains, and enable operations of heavy haul trains. These DFCs also link existing ports and industrial areas for faster movement of freight and reduce the overall cost of logistics, which is a key priority for our government. The project is a beneficiary of the government's vision with the DFC. DFCs will enable a more sustainable mode of transport and faster, more reliable delivery of customer packages. We have already started operations on the dedicated freight corridor of the 659-kilometer-long Rewari-Palanpur, which connects the states of Haryana and Gujarat. As the DFC network grows, over the next few years, we will add and utilize new routes and new capabilities. We are pleased to have Ms. Jaya Varma Sinha join us today from the Indian Railway Traffic Service. Ms. Sinha is currently serving as Member Operations and Business Development Railway Board, Ministry of Railways. Her guidance and support right from day one have been monumental for us here at Amazon, and we are so encouraged by her presence today. Ms. Sinha is the first woman officer to be appointed to this apex post of the Indian Railways. She is also responsible for the overall transportation of freight and passenger services of Indian Railways. Thank you so much, ma'am, for gracing us with your presence. We are honored to have you with us. I would like to request you to please come on stage and say a few words. Welcome, ma'am.
Namaskar, and a good morning to all of you. Thank you for inviting me here. Thank you very much, Amazon. And thank you, Mr. Vineet Marne, for the kind mention. Thank you very much. It is a privilege to be here at this Smbhav 2023. Immense possibilities. I am so glad to hear about the future connections that we are going to have with Amazon, with India Post, and together I am sure we will grow and take the country where it needs to go. Smbhav is in its being a powerful force for empowering small and medium businesses and aiding their growth. This resonates deeply with the philosophy of the Indian government and specifically the Indian Railways. The organizational objective is to provide economical, safer, and comfortable transport solutions for people and cargo alike. Nurturing businesses and facilitating their growth trajectory is a goal we are committed to. This convergence, as we endeavor to empower MSMEs, rests on the premise of a safe, swift, and reliable transport for their small-sized cargo. Indian Railways are traditionally known as carriers of bulk cargo. And however, we have the huge potential of augmenting our reach and our reliability for the small-sized cargo, which is our parcel, and leverage our network across 68,000 route kilometers encompassing the entire length and breadth of the country. It is immensely important that Indian Railways plays a pivotal role in connecting businesses, individuals, and communities across the country. Our parcel business serves as a lifeline for countless industries already, enabling the flow of raw materials, finished products, consumer goods, and more. The service isn't just about logistics, it's about powering economic growth, facilitating trade, and bringing convenience and ease of business to the lives of both the entrepreneur, the producer, as well as the end customer. In recent years, we have witnessed a revolutionary shift in the way business is conducted, largely driven by the digital transformation sweeping across the industry, and we are very glad to see the Sahai coming up, which is also, I'm sure, going to enable our enterprises and our entrepreneurs and our small MSMEs to widely expand their outreach and look at the global markets in an easier manner. And even India Post is facilitating that, and I'm sure soon enough, the entire world will be our neighborhood. E-commerce has emerged as a game changer, altering the way goods are bought and sold. The size of Indian e-commerce market, which is about $75 billion at present, is projected to grow to $350 billion by 2030, with a CAGR of about 20 to 25%. The convergence of e-commerce and Indian Railways presents an exciting synergy with the potential of redefining and recrafting the way these sectors operate. Like the country we are the proud citizens of, the Indian Railways too believes in diversity in all walks of life. To put it simply, we offer parcel shipments from as low as 1 kg to hundreds of tons and beyond. You may book a single parcel, a whole van like Amazon, or even a whole train, which occasionally Amazon does. We have bespoke product services of all size segments. There is nothing we don't carry. And if there is, tell us, and we shall endeavor to make it work. In 2019, Amazon India became the first e-commerce, as has been discussed by and described by Abhinav, to leverage Indian Railways' vast network by entering into an operational engagement using the Delhi-Mumbai and Delhi-Sialdah Rajdhani trains. It met the promise of fast and reliable services. And I understand, as Abhinav also mentioned, that Amazon today moves around 400 tons of parcel per day by more than 110 trains, linking over 116 cities and towns. This just shows that we are sitting at the edge of a huge potential. And as we progress further in our partnerships with India Post, with Amazon and other e-commerce and other small MSMEs, we can just ensure that this becomes a seamless service across the country and across the globe. Again, Amazon has played a pioneering role in becoming the first e-commerce company to move their cargo through the dedicated freight corridors. The dedicated freight corridors have been put in place to reduce the logistic costs and to ensure timely transit of our cargo across the network. And as we know, Indian Railways is an extremely congested network, and we are hugely augmenting our capacities, our network capacities, and DFC is a game changer there. And we assure you that more use of these linkages would help you reach or move your logistics and your transport requirements in a timely manner, in a time-bound manner. We offer a wide gamut of parcel services. Businesses and individuals can book parcels for transportation through our online platform, as well as in the physical mode across designated railway parcel offices and booking counters at railway stations. Indian Railways even enables end-to-end tracking of parcels. The pricing of parcel transportation on Indian Railways is fairly competitive. There are various scales on which it can be booked based on the category of the train that it is being carried on, and the transaction is charged commensurately. Let me step back a bit and share with you snippets of Smbhav visualized in the Indian Railway ecosystem. In other words, value proposition. IR is endowed with an extensive network that reaches urban centers and rural hinterlands in equal measure. Leveraging this infrastructure can significantly enhance the logistics and supply chain efficiency of e-commerce businesses. Railways offers a cost-effective, eco-friendly, and reliable mode of transporting goods over long as well as short distances. This comes with several value additions, including reduced transit time, as DFC has shown, and decreased transportation costs and more seamless flow of products. We understand that customers desire a door-to-door service. Therefore, the joint parcel product that we have with the Post Department has been developed with them to ensure that the first mile and the last mile connectivity is provided by India Post and the long interim middle mile from station to station by the Indian Railways. The joint parcel product aims to focus on the business-to-business and business-to-customer market by providing a complete parcel handling solution that is picking up from the premises of the sender, booking, and doorstep delivery to the recipient. E-commerce also has the potential to empower local artisans, as has again been mentioned in this forum by many speakers, small-scale producers by providing them with a nationwide market and a global market. Indian Railways can facilitate this empowerment by enabling the cost-effective movement of locally made products to diverse consumer segments. And we hope that tomorrow a Banarsi can be sold in New York. Thank you. Warehousing and fulfillment centers. The strategic positioning of railway stations can serve as ideal locations for warehousing and fulfillment centers. These hubs can cater for the storage, packaging, and dispatch of goods, streamlining operations and optimizing resources for e-commerce businesses. Indian Railways welcomes proposals. Just to share an example of such an initiative, there is a Bhiwandi Road station in Mumbai that has become a parcel hub with a growth of over 50% in less than a year. If Amazon wants to be Desh ki apni dukaan, then Bhartiya Rail could well be its chosen ally for Shamta Nirman. And I'm not saying this only to rhyme. I'll just bring out the point that I wish to make. We are aware that climate change is a reality. And it is critical that we move towards environmentally sustainable solutions, including for transportation. In pursuance of the Paris Climate Agreement, India has committed to reducing the emission intensity of its emissions by 45% from 2005 levels to 2030, and achieving net zero by 2070. And I'm glad that Amazon has co-founded and was the first signatory of the Climate Pledge in 2019, which calls on companies to commit to reaching net zero carbon emissions by 2040. Given this framework, the Indian Railways, with a carbon emission intensity of less than a quarter of other comparable modes of transport, remains the natural choice for creating an environmentally sustainable transport ecosystem. Indian Railways has undertaken quite a few initiatives to promote e-commerce. I would just share a few of them. With a view to facilitate last mile delivery, we have enabled utilizing our suburban services. We have a very robust suburban service network, and usually at night time it is underutilized, and that is being used for facilitating end-mile connectivity for delivery partners. Recently, with an amendment of the red tariff, Indian Railways had introduced certain commodities preferred by e-commerce to enable movement as parcels. Red tariff looks after products which are considered dangerous for transportation. And there were certain commodities and cargo which were considered too dangerous, and they were exempted from transport by rail. However, we have taken suitable precautions, and we have modified the red tariff so that such products like cleaning, sanitizing products, cosmetics, personal hygiene products, some kind of batteries, battery-powered vehicles can also be transported by rail. IR is developing an aggregation platform. That is our next step. And so that we can allow people visibility of a cargo train or a parcel train which is going to travel from, say, one station to another. And people can come and book parcel space in that. And even aggregators who would be collecting small packages and small parcels can use this service. We hope that we will be able to launch this aggregation platform very soon. However, to fully realize these opportunities, we must remain live too and address emerging challenges. These include infrastructural upgrades, technological upgrades, regularity considerations, and fostering a culture of collaboration. Moreover, data security and privacy must remain paramount given the sensitivity of information involved in both e-commerce transactions as well as railway operations. In the end, I would like to conclude by saying that tomorrow is already upon us, and we can no longer close our eyes to its possibilities. The complete convergence of e-commerce and Indian Railways in the realm of the doable, and we must do all we can to nurture its growth. This is a journey that demands collaboration, innovation, and vision. By seizing the moment, we can derive economic growth, enhance connectivity, and redefine the landscape of Indian business. I would like to thank Amazon for being a partner, providing feedback for policies, and working with other industry colleagues to make a shining example of government and private partnership. Your engagement with Indian Railways stands as a testament to the synergy that can be achieved when industry and government entities come together with a shared vision, all in the cause of our country and the citizens we stand committed to serve. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We really appreciate you coming here and spending time with us today. It would be remiss of me to not thank the teams across Amazon and India Rail and India Post who've been working on these projects over the last 4 and 10 years, respectively. So a huge shout out to teams both at Amazon and in Indian Railways and India Post.